so far we have considered the straight beams, but I know if I take the beam in the shape like this, then how to find out in such cases, deflection. This is the A and this is the B, quarter circle. I have taken the beam in the shape of a quarter circle. Okay, so half circle is if I join this will become half circle, this is a full circle. Okay, so here at this point B, I applied some force in the downward direction P here. Okay, at this position, what is the vertical deflection because of that for this B? Okay, how to find out this? This is interesting problem. See here, when I derived the strain energy formula, so how I derived? I have taken this is a section 1 and then this is a section 2. Okay, see here I have taken a small section and which is a dx here. Okay, since it is a straight, I considered it as a dx. Otherwise, if it is in this manner, sector, then it will become a s. Okay, for example, here what is happening? This is a sector. In this sector, for example, from here to here, it is a sector, and the angle is let's take theta. Okay, this is the s. Okay, this is the s. Then s equal to r into theta. And instead of the entire thing, if I take only the small sector from here to here, then what happened? ds. So ds equal to, always r is constant, r into d theta. When I take the small sector, then it will become a small d theta. That is what the meaning of that. Okay, so here the s or ds is equivalent to the dx here. ds is equivalent to the dx. If it is a straight dx, if it is in shape of a sector, then it is a ds. Understood? That is the thing you need to observe here, and remaining things are as it is. So here, what is the equation? What is the equation here? If I want to find out yb, then 1 by ei into integral mx into dou m by dou p, which is at the point B, into des. Okay, it is a ds, not dx. Understood? And again, another important thing that we need to be able to find out here is bending moment. So how to find out the bending moment? So for example, if I take any section x here, this is the section here. So I am coming from here, okay, from the point B, and I want to find at the section x, okay, or section anything, you can call it as a section AB or 1 if it is a 1 something. So section x, at this section I want to find out the bending moment. How to find out the bending moment? Force into the perpendicular distance. So what is the perpendicular distance from here to here? This is the perpendicular distance, right? This is the perpendicular distance. This is the perpendicular distance. And what is this value? This is the right angle triangle. This is the r. Then it will become r sin theta. R sin theta. So at a distance x from the B, the mx value is how much? P into force into perpendicular distance, that is r into sin theta. Okay, this is the theta here. Okay, that is how we need to find out the mx here. And dou here itself I will write it, dou m divided by dou p equal to r sin theta. Okay, then if I substitute these values here, then this is 1 by ei integral mx is p r sin theta into r sin theta, and again r into d theta. That means the integral is in terms of the theta. Okay, so I am rolling theta from here to here, then it will cover entire the beam. That means theta is from the 0 to the how much? Pi by 2. So 0 to pi by 2 it should go. Okay, then 1 by p r is constant. How many r's are there? 3 r's. Okay, so p r cube divided by ei integral 0 to pi by 2 sine square theta d theta. Okay, and its value is how much? Pi by 4. Okay, its value is pi by 4. So it will become p r cube divided by here pi divided by 4 into ei. Okay, this is the y by. This is how we need to find out this. And for the same problem, if examiner is asking you to find out the horizontal displacement or the deflection, then how to find out? You apply some fictitious force here or imaginary force here q. Okay, for this imaginary force, because of the imaginary force, okay, so this imaginary force is going like this. From here, what is the perpendicular distance? This is the perpendicular distance. Okay, from here to here it is r. How to find out this perpendicular distance? Okay, that perpendicular distance, let's take like this is something like a L. So how to find out L? L equal to, from here to here it is a R minus from here to here how much? This is a R sin theta, then it is R cos theta. So R cos theta, this is R cos theta. Okay, so both forces are acting in the same direction. Okay, both forces are acting in the same direction. Then the moment here, what will happen? Moment, because of the P and Q, mx will become PR sin theta, and plus Q into QR. I will take the common QR into 1 minus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta. Then what we need to do? Dou m divided by dou q, dou m divided by dou q, wherever q, here is q. So r into 1 minus cos theta is there. Okay, and then when I keep q equal to 0, then mx will become PR sin theta. So you substitute these two values here and then differentiate again from theta equal to 0 to pi by 2. Then what happen? You can get the horizontal deflection here. Okay, so see, all these problems become very easy. But can you imagine how to do by using the moment method and even double integration? We don't know how to do in such cases. Okay, only by using the strain energy and Castigliano is Italian scientist. By using that method, we can easily find out this. So I have taken a frame like this, and here A and D are roller support. Roller support in the means hinge support. Okay, and these are firmly fixed beams B and C. And here at the point D, I applied a force P in the horizontal direction. Okay, so what is the YP here? How much deflection that is produced here because of this in this beam? Okay, that is what we need to find out. So here, see, if it is fixed one, how will you produce the deflection? If it is fixed one, so you cannot produce that. So we have a roller support here. Roller support. So because of the roller support, what is happening? It is trying to go in this direction. Okay, when it is trying to go in this direction, where are the other places? There is a reaction. The only reaction place that is happening here is here. The RA will act like this, and here RA is equal to the P. Why? Because sigma Fy is 0 here. Okay, so sigma Fx equal to 0. So RA equal to P. That is what happening. So whatever P it is produced here, the same amount of P is produced here. Okay, this is the final thing. And here if you observe, the beam AB and DC are subjected to the same type of forces and identical. That means whatever strain energy I will produce in the AB, that is equal to the strain energy produced in the DC. Okay, so if I break this, this is the C and this is the D here, and the amount of force that is acting is P here. Okay, and then here B and C. Okay, so it is trying to go like this. That means it is trying to rotate like this. Okay, there is a moment produced at point C. The moment produced at the point C in this direction. Okay, that is the moment m, and yeah, that m is equal to the force into the distance p into l here. This distance is a here. Okay, and then again if I break this, then how it is acting? The force P is acting at A and this is the B here. Okay, that is how it is. See, if there is only one moment here without any junction or anything here, then here we cannot take any force here in this junction. Are you getting? Okay, so see, because of this moment only, the force is transferred to the A. You may think that since m is acting, so there should be equal amount of m here. If you keep equal amount of m here, which is opposing this, then what is happening? This force P is not produced at the A. Okay, that means here itself it will be in the equilibrium, compensated. But it is transferred, this moment whatever happened at point C is transferred and that will be converted into the reactionary force P here. So if you see AB and DC, those are equally looking identical. Okay, and this is different. So I want to find out the YP. Okay, YP, then first I will take the DC. I will take the DC and I will multiply that DC into 2 so that it will become AB and DC. Okay, then YP is how much? Okay, first I will write, if I take X from here, then what is the mx equal to P into X. Dou M divided by dou P equal to X here. Why dou M divided by dou P? Why? Because I want to find out the YP means YD1. Okay, that is why this is the case. Okay, so 1 by EI into integral 0 to L, okay, Px into x square into dx. So what is the value here? It will become PL cube divided by 3EI, and this is the 2 times. For the YD1 is into 2 times. Okay, for AB and then DC, for both 2 times. And if you take the BC, for the BC, M is P into L. Okay, M into P into L. For the BC, Mx equal to P into L. For example, if I am starting from here and if I take any cross section X, that is nothing but M in P into L, and dou M divided by dou P is nothing but L here. Okay, so here for the BC, if I substitute this YD2, then what is happening? 1 by EI integral 0 to A, okay, Mx is nothing but PL into L dx. Then it will become PL square A divided by EI. Okay, so what is the value here? Final value, see, YD equal to 2PL cube divided by 3EI plus PL square A divided by EI. Okay, then PL square divided by 3EI, if I take, then how much it will become? 2L plus 3A. This is the value. Okay.